Am I filming? Okay, I guess so. Anyways, today I'm gonna share with you another poem that I wrote. So, um, anybody that knows that's been with a narcissist, I don't care whether they're your family members, a love interest, anybody can be them, your parents, anything. So, um, I write a lot of poetry and stuff. I've been doing it for years and years since I was younger, and I just kind of do the free flow kind. But anyways, here's one it's called today. I'm going to share it with you guys. It's called Loving a Narcissist. Okay, so here it goes. They say love don't cost a thing. They say love like you want to be loved. They say give love freely and it will be given back freely. I say sorry, it never worked for me. I gave and I gave till I was depleted, until my heart was bankrupt with nothing left to give. Yes, always wondering why I ended with the short end of the stick. As each day passed, wondering what was wrong with me. Every year, more scars on my heart. Tired of the endless love bombing, fake love, kept me on your never ending fishing hook with your hot and cold behavior, all your gaslighting with precise detail. You're as wicked as they come, carefully weaving your lies, manipulation, and control in a web of psychological mind warfare. You thought I was dumb, naive, or stupid because I came in with pure love. You wanted to exploit what I offered into some cruel, sick, twisted game. Even your lies you told about me were only to hide your own agenda. You threw me under the bus to save your own ass, knowing all along I was innocent. Enough of you and all your bullshit. I will leave with my head held high. Even if I lose everything, I still have my dignity and my integrity, my voice and my freedom. These things you could never take from me. And that's the end. So, anyways, yeah, that's some of my stuff came out. I've got a lot more poems too. Just it's kind of good sometimes to write about these things you go through. It's kind of cathartic. Um, anybody that's been around narcissists, they know exactly who they are. And there's men narcissists and there's women narcissists too. I've been surrounded by my whole life with those people. I never knew what they were until a couple years ago, till I started looking into it exactly what they do. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what I've been surrounded my whole life. These people are evil, man. They have no hearts, no souls. Um, it's all about them, and their sick little freaking world, like a hurricane, like a black hurricane that they pull you into. They've always got a black cloud of depression on them, and they're just bankrupt, man. They don't give you no love, no nothing, and they just play these games with you all the time. It's called love bombing, where they sit there and they tell you all these things. Oh, you know exactly what you want to hear because they study you. And then the gaslighting is when you say certain things and they want to gaslight and spin the tables on you like it's your fault or whatever. They want you to go crazy. And then in the meantime, they're sitting around telling everybody in the neighborhood, friends, and all kinds of stuff that you're these bad things. They're throwing you under the bus, even when you're in the relationship with them, before you even know what the heck's going on. So that when you leave them, and what they do is at the end of your relationship, when they've also found somebody else, but they cheat all the time. They cheat all throughout your relationship. They just get better at hiding it. They'll never admit it. And even if they did, they just get better at hiding it from you. They always say once a cheater, always a cheater. I totally believe that. There's two different kinds of people. You're either a cheater or you're a loyal person, and you roll with, have people's backs and stuff like the, old school stuff. But anyways, these narcissists are nothing but a black hole. They'll suck you dry or whatever. And there's no amount of helping them either, because they ain't have no soul. And I'm not joking either. These people really have no soul, okay? And they have no heart. It's all an act. And their acting skills are great. They could win Academy Awards on how they put on the crocodile tears and all that stuff to manipulate you and everything. I mean, it's crazy, man, some of the stuff I learned about this stuff. Man, I wish I would have known about this stuff decades ago. My gosh, it would have saved me all this time and energy and all kinds of stuff. But you know, a lot of people too, you get sick around these people. They actually make you sick. You know, they deplete you. You know, that's what happened to me when I was around the fool or whatever. But I'm just talking, I've been with a couple of them in my life. It's not just one or whatever, but they are unbelievable. The really ones that you have to really worry about is the covert narcissists. They're the ones that wear like, you know, the apron around their thing, but they're holding a knife behind. They're all sweet and nice or whatever, and they do that. What is it that? Um, where they do that? Oh gosh, I forgot what the heck it's called. That where they hide their real feelings, and then they you know, like gossip about you. Well, the regular narcissists, they gossip about you too, but the covert ones are really hard to spot or whatever. They're the ones that are real devious and manipulative, you know. But anyways, I forgot what that word is called, man. Shoot, I can't remember what it was called. It's passive aggressive. That's what it was. Passive aggressive. Yeah, where they, you know, pretend all sweet to your face and everything, but behind your back, they're plotting and planning and scheming about you. You know, it's just sickening, man. You know, first of all, there's two different people in this world too. You're either a liar or you're a truth teller. You know, and obviously the narcissists, they cannot stop freaking lying. They lie about everything. You tell them the sky's blue, they're gonna sit there and say, "Oh no, the sky is purple" or whatever. And they argue and argue and argue with you about stuff, you know, and they just love to argue. But anyways, when they want to discard you, it's called, at the very end of the relationship, then they start fights with you over the stupidest things. So you could leave them, so then they can point the finger and say, "Oh, see, they left me," you know, and then see, because they've been telling everybody all along what kind of person you are and stuff like that. You know, obviously lies, okay? They've been already laying the agenda out for you or whatever. But anyway, anyways, yeah, but that's pretty much the gist of narcissists. There's a lot of entanglements, man, called the triangle thing, where they get another person and another person, then they work on you and stuff. You know, I'm not talking about love triangle. I'm just talking about, you know, they try to do, and then they send in their flying monkeys too and stuff like that. But anyways, that's enough of this talk today. I got to enjoy my day. But anyways, hopefully this helps you, you guys. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. It's Eclectic Wisdom on YouTube. Thank you.